What's up, guys? Welcome back to Flippin' Fortunes. We've actually got something a little interesting for you today. We're gonna go through what wholetailing is. You might not know what that is. It's a common term in our practice here, but what it is it's basically coming into a property, not doing a ton to it. We actually got in and out of our entire kitchen for under $5,000. That's extremely important when you're doing deals like this. So we're gonna walk you through it. It's a super fun one. Let's go.
Look at this, boys.
What's crazy about this manufactured house is like from the outside, it's all stuccoed.
Yeah.
It actually feels like a real live house. Real boy.
Yeah, a real one.
No, I mean, everything feels really sturdy. It feels just like you were saying, like, it sounds weird to say, but
yeah.
A real house.
Well, no, a lot of times when you see manufactured homes, you'll see like double wides and stuff like that, where they literally just have the one roof line pitch. They come all the way through and it's like they're very basic, where this one's actually, it's got a super good feel to it. So
yeah,
that's one of the reasons we liked it.
How big did you say this thing is?
We think it's like 1,800.
When you're talking to sellers and they have a manufactured home or a mobile home and you say, hey, I want to buy your mobile, they get upset. So make sure you're using the term manufactured home when you're talking to sellers.
While we're on the topic, why don't you explain to everybody what is a manufactured home, what makes something a manufactured home, and why, would that be interesting in your investing journey as opposed to a single family home?
So a manufactured home just means it wasn't stick built. It's like a regular home, it's got a foundation. They build it up, whether that's block or it's, 2x4, wood construction, whatever it might be. Manufactured home or mobile home literally is that exact term. They mobilized it, they brought it here, and then usually it's not sitting on a solid foundation. It's sitting on, they'll like build up I don't know.
It's almost like piers. It sits on like these piers underneath there. Biggest thing when you're buying manufactured houses, the two things you want to look out for are the year it was built. You want to buy post 1976 because that means it's financeable. The other thing, you want to make sure that it is affixed to the land. If it's not affixed to the land, which means someone could just pick it up, tow it behind the truck, take it to the next place, also cannot get financing, which drastically changes your purchase price when you're doing these.
And the last thing is making sure it's at least a double wide, because we've had issues when we buy single wides. So there's a huge difference between single wide and double wides, and we've been duped. We've been duped before. We've gotten got before.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of hard to tell, because it like kind of comes up and then they'll come down this way. And if it's just that, it's kind of considered a single wide, where we've bought single wides where they have that, but then they added on the second, so it looks like it's a double wide next to each other, but it's just an addition on it, because you can't get financing for single wides. So usually they're smaller. Single wides are, what's the standard? I think 780 square feet?
They're typically under 1,000 square feet.
Yeah.
That's one of the commonalities you'll see. So if someone's pitching you a double wide and it's around 1,000, 1,100 square feet, just do your due diligence, because we've been hosed before. What that kind of entailed was reducing our sales price about $50,000 to $60,000, which, as you can imagine, was not fun.
The cool thing is that Luke and Jake actually have experience with literally everything that you could do with real estate investing, at least on the residential side for now. So we are coming out with a completely free community where people can connect with other like-minded people who are trying to get into investing, access to ask questions like this, because these guys are just a wealth of knowledge, which is pretty crazy.
Come on.
I want in.
Dude, hey, dude,
Sorry.
I appreciate that.
Dude, come on, dude.
So sweet.
Get in here.
Oh, it's really nice of you to say.
Actually, one of the coolest things about this property is it actually sits on a lot that is about 1.25 acres. Which out in Queen Creek, that is very, very desirable, and that is one of the main reasons we bought this one.
Let's maybe check out the master first.
Again, we did the bare minimum on this thing, because it was fairly clean. We came in, we did carpet, flooring, paint, kitchen. I mean, that's ultimately it. I mean, new fixtures, like some new fans and stuff, but I mean, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, which is the absolute key when you are wholetailing. Because if you come in and the house needs a full rehab and you're expecting to spend, you know, whatever, $20,000 on this rehab, you're gonna get hosed. You're gonna lose money, it's gonna go over budget, there's no question about it. So when you're wholetailing, the absolute key is keeping your rehab budget as low as possible. And really the only way to make it work on these is if the house is pretty darn clean.
Another way to save money is making all the rooms pretty uniform. So like using the same carpet, the same flooring, the same countertops.
Yeah, 100%. That was one of the things with this house was there's actually a lot of different floorings throughout. There was like 4 different floorings when we got here. And so that was just one of the first things we're like, it's just, when you walk through a house and you have 4 different and it doesn't feel, 4 different floorings and it doesn't feel uniform, it just turns people off immediately. Because it's like, oh, like, why do they do this here and this here and this here? So it's like, we made it just very just clean and nice.
Which is a perfect example of always overshoot your budget. Because when we bought this, the guy that sold it to us, he had a good amount of stuff everywhere. And all the flooring throughout the main areas looked pretty darn clean, but there was still a lot of stuff. Once all that stuff went away, wasn't quite what we thought it was, so we ended up having to tear it out, put new flooring throughout, so that ended up adding another $5,000–6,000 to our budget.
Yeah.
So just make sure you are buying the deals the right way.
Bathroom looks great. Like we were saying before, everything's completely uniform with the main part of the house. So same floors, same countertops as the kitchens, as you'll see. Nice white, clean cabinets, light fixtures, which I'm sure you noticed from some of the other properties. Original tub, just cleaned it up a bit, right?
Yeah, so with manufactured houses, they pretty much always have a tub that's just like this. It's always some massive tub that's built into the wall.
Yep.
And trying to find a replacement for it is next to impossible. So when it's in decent shape, you want to try to keep it. A lot of times we'll re-epoxy it. It's a very low dollar thing to do to keep it looking nice. Let's go to the other side of the house.
Yeah, that's true.
We got bedroom number dos.
Oh, yeah.
Really good sized bedrooms though. What I really love is the placement of these outlets. This is gonna come in very handy. I'm 6'7" and this is about 8 feet tall, so you never know what you might use that for.
That is honestly so funny. Like, what are you possibly
Yeah, what were
putting
they
right
thinking?
there? You're not putting a TV right there.
Oh look, there's another one.
Yeah.
Security cameras.
Maybe.
But
once again, good sized bedroom.
Oh, yeah.
Has actually a walk-in closet, which is a nice addition. And
Boom.
we just made it super clean. New fan, new paint throughout, nice carpet. Second bathroom, once again, we kept as much as we could. The shower was already tiled. Not exactly the most modern look, but when you're wholetailing, you keep these things. We cleaned it up real nice. I don't think it looks bad. What do you think?
I honestly think it looks like, this is my first time seeing this house, and it gives me, granted, I'm from Florida, right? This reminds me of a very Florida.
Really?
Yeah, just little pebbles on the ground. This, maybe because I had this in my house growing up, like this exact, this was our shower. So it's like, maybe it just makes me feel at home, but I think, given the fact that you were able to save some cost by not, doing a bunch to it, I think it's really good.
Right.
Bedroom number 3.
We just found out this is a 5-bedroom house.
We've only walked this place maybe 2 times.
Yeah.
And you lose track of bedrooms.
5-bed, 3-bath.
This has got to be like 2,000, 2,200 square
Dude,
feet.
it has to be. It has to be. To have a 5-bed, 3 full bath. Yeah. Wow. Again, as we've talked about many times, bedroom's basic, easy. We like them. Bedroom number 4. So this one technically doesn't have a closet, but how they were using it is I think they put this right here. They had like a railing, right here. They had a railing for clothes here, so like they had like a sheet here, which you could easily turn this into a closet and just like frame this part up. Because that's probably what we did. It's probably because it was a 5th bedroom option where like somebody can use this as a office, or if they truly want to do that, they can easily do that, so that's not very difficult.
Look at this. Look at this.
Huh?
Last bedroom.
Look
Fifth
at here,
bedroom.
a whole nother bedroom.
Full bath. Yeah, so what they did here is they just did a normal closet, not a walk-in.
Shit.
And guess what? With that space, got a second master. Super clean. Cut a few corners in the shower, left the tile. It's not the most amazing shower.
Again, the nice thing, everything is exactly the same from the other bathrooms, the same flooring, the same everything, original toilet and vanity. So little things that you save money on.
Yeah.
Now let's get to the creme de la creme of the house.
So one of the most important things in every single house flip is this right here, the kitchen. Especially on a wholetail, it's very important to figure out how you can do a full kitchen remodel for as cheap as possible. Believe it or not, we are into this sucker for just over $5,000.
I got me.
If you're having a construction crew coming in, it's probably and this is basic. Like, keep in mind, we went as basic as possible. It's still good quality, but it's just extremely basic. I would say a normal contractor for coming in to do the stuff that we just did in here is gonna charge you between 15 and 20K. They're gonna say cabinets, install, sink, appliances, these countertops. I would think that they're gonna be like, yeah, you're gonna be between 15 and 20. And so again, because of our connections and because we've, you know, done this for a while now, we were able to do this for around 5.
Which is why if you are getting into flipping or you are flipping now, honestly, finding great partners for your products is one of the most important things you can do. If you're not doing that now, you're just kind of paying retail. You are leaving so much money on the table.
So for this kitchen right here, if we're just gonna kind of break it down and kind of explain to you where all the money went, all that 5 grand, around 5 grand, these cabinets right here, the cabinet package for this was about $1,800. So $1,800 on cabinets, the countertops were $2,500 installed, so that puts us at $4,300, and then this appliance package right here was about $800 as well. So again, this is nothing crazy for appliances. This is like basic. This is like the absolute most basic stainless steel package you can get. A normal person for this package of these 3 right here is probably gonna pay somewhere around 2 grand. So we get it for $800 because we buy a lot of appliances from this guy. So that puts us at $5,100, and then I think we spent another $200 to install the cabinet. So $5,300 all in for this kitchen is absurd. You know, the last thing we have to do is put the handles on. You can get all the handles on Amazon for, you know, 40 bucks, probably less than 40 bucks, because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you know, we got about 15, maybe 20 handles total. So yeah, we're right around $5,300 for this entire kitchen.
Best part is, I mean, we still, as you can see, there's still white shaker style cabinets, which are what a lot of people like. With the, you know, once you find a really good cabinet manufacturer and you start doing a good amount of kitchens with them, they will cut you massive, massive deals. These are still slow close, nice.
I wish it just
They're still slow close, nice shaker cabinets.
Yeah.
So if someone's gonna come in here, it's gonna be a brand new kitchen. They're gonna have nothing that they need to really put money into, which is the most important thing.
I would say a normal contractor is gonna charge you about $8,000 for these cabinets. And that'll probably include install. And then they'll probably be somewhere in the ballpark of about 7 to 8 grand for these countertops in here. And then appliance package, again, they're gonna charge you probably 2,500 bucks. So I mean, that puts you right around like 17 grand. And I mean, that's what a normal contractor is going to charge you for a kitchen like this.
So at the end of the day, I think what we're getting is that having the connections is the most important thing that you can do when you're flipping houses to cut cost. Making sure that everything just looks clean and you're not overspending on something like the kitchen will save you a ton, leave a lot of meat on the bone for those extra profits when you sell a house.
It leaves a lot of meat on the boner.
I'll suck that boner dry.
To the 1.25 acre lot. All right, look at this. We got a beautiful deck here that you could do activities on.
I think it's really cool. I mean, you're literally giving somebody a blank canvas to do whatever they want. But even though it's a blank canvas, you have a couple really cool things. The chicken coop over there, pre-existing. If somebody has this size lot, they're probably gonna have some sort of a farm animal. This pergola is awesome. I mean,
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, it's got the barbecue set up on the left side, sink out there.
Bar top on the right.
So it's not a complete blank canvas, Steven.
Sorry.
You know, you're giving someone a little direction.
This is a huge bar. Like, this thing is sick.
it is really cool. I mean, to be fair, if you were to build out this entire backyard and do it like
it could
to
be
the
insane.
nines, you could probably spend $1 million on this backyard easily.
For sure. We had actually talked about, you know, making this backyard nice in the sense of, you know, maybe throwing some turf down and you know, just kind of almost more so finishing it off. But the thing is that because it's a manufactured home, that's really kind of the one thing that kept us from doing that. Because again, if this was some 3,000 square foot custom home, whoever the buyer is going to be on this would almost expect that, right? So I mean, like, if you had that, you're going to get that value back out of it. But again, like, if we were to do that on this because it is manufactured, you might you're not going to get that value back out of it.
It's arguably the coolest part of the house.
The previous owner actually built out this addition. He was using it as a shop We actually went back and forth on if we should turn it into a guest house. At the end of the day, we looked at the tax records and it wasn't permitted. So, you know, if you come in and you put $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 into this, making it a guest house, an appraiser, depends on which one you get, they might give you some credit for it or they might hose you. So we just decided to leave it a blank slate, finish it off, drywall it, put new flooring in, paint it, just make it nice for whoever wants to buy it.
This is genuinely bigger than one of my apartments in San Francisco when I lived there.
Yeah.
Like I would have been happy to have this entire space.
Right.
And just to have this, I mean, even as just like a working or like mother-in-law suite type thing, it's sick.
Well, Luke, the previous owner, what did he use this for?
He owned his own business and he ran his business out of this shop. So he had it as a shop and it was, he painted motorcycles. The other thing I noticed in here that's very cool, another really cool spot for a TV.
Oh yeah, perfect. All right guys, there you have it. A perfect example of wholetailing and how you can add that into your real estate investing journey. Just by adding wholetailing, you can almost double your business in any given year. So it's super important if you're not doing it, you know, at least consider it. Find ways to take houses, not put too much money into them and resell them, make some more money. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment down below what you want to see us do next. Subscribe to the channel, look out for that community, and we'll see you next time.
Yes!